Pues vamos a seguir. Vamos a poner esto que tengo aquí, las alertas de esto. Vale, vamos a darle. Continuar. Lo dejamos en la ciudad justo. Esa, exactamente. Hay que continuar, hay que continuar. Es hora de liberar a Tormentia. ¿Quieres ir adelante? Sí.
It's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done.
Mira, buen momento para dejarlo. Lo dejé perfecto, tío. La verdad.
No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Una ultra, bien.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether.
Como que lo noto, pero no se ve. O sea, no se ve que todo esto es los cristales que producen el éter.
Just what we need. Another flood.
It's already turned there.
Then there's no reason to hold back.
¿Por qué no vienen a por mí, tío? En plan, se quedan súper lejos, ¿no? La música es brutal, ¿eh? Le meto una parada justo, chaval. Música épica, ¿eh? Música de final, parece, tío. Música emotiva. Me gusta. Es que la cámara no ayuda muchas veces, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a pegarle a esto. No me deja hacer nada, ¿eh? No me deja hacer nada, tío. Vale. Cositas aquí. ¿Por aquí? No, no es por aquí. Arito del rayo. De los tochos, además, ¿eh? Para aquí hemos venido, ¿no? Pues sí, sí que es por aquí arriba. Es por aquí arriba, pues. Ah, coño, sí. Parecía que había un muro aquí. Me ha fallado la perspectiva. ¡El Fénix! ¿Pero pegándose con Bahamut? Sí.
Keeping It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming.
¿Cómo que hay incoming? Pero hermano, tú puedes convertirte en Ifrit, tío.
Save him.
Es que eres un normal, tío.
We will. We just need to keep moving.
Have again. Not now.
Qué musicote, tío. Qué musicote. Ya solo por la música merece la puta pena, tío. Mira qué música. Me voy a poner el volumen más alto, tío. Joder, qué barbaridad.
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all.
Es una sacada de rabo, ¿eh?
There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive. I can't hear you.
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
And so should we.
¿Qué hay ahí, tío? ¿Aquí? ¿El camino? Uy, un gordito.
We don't have time for this!
Estamos por encima de las 8000. ¿Pero por qué se ha ido de este, tío?
Training. Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
Joder. Lo dejé en una parte guapa, musicote, ambientación guapa,
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
pelea guapa.
We're getting close.
Estamos cerca, güey. Estamos cerca, pinche puto. ¿Qué viene ahí? Sí, qué guapo, ¿no?
It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I. Too slow.
No puedo moverme,
Nice try.
Voy a forzar a ver si hago la parada.
I don't want to know what that is.
Hay que pegarle caña a esto,
We have to end this right now.
Se me está yendo aquí ya, A ver, el combate la verdad que es fácil. De milagro, la verdad. Fácil, ahora el combate no es muy difícil. Necrofo, a ver, ha pillado polla, pero... Ha pillado polla, ha comido polla, mucha polla. Gancho Petro, mira, de tierra. Ha comido polla como un campeón, pero... A ver. Era normal.
These beasts, they're getting stronger.
Ahora están dopados, aquí van dopados.
Think about them later.
Aquí van modo Joan Paradel y cosas de esas, tío.
Right
Esto
now,
es una
there's
locura.
only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
Vamos. Cinco o 3, o sea, he gastado una poción, creo, ¿no?
It's worth a try.
No tengo ni puta idea dónde que ir, A ver, es bastante lineal, las cosas como son. Por no decir que es lineal. Poder hacer todas las secundarias cuando termine el juego. ¿Cómo que silencio? Se me apoya, tío. Pero bueno. Te iba a cortar el cuello.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling. Darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right.
¿Cómo no tengo ningún derecho? Podrían meterle una puñalada.
Answer him.
Gracias.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised
Tío, ¿la podéis matar? ¿Pueden matarla, por favor? O sea, me harías un gran favor, ¿eh? O sea, me alegrarías el día.
Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel.
Es para que cuando termine de hablar haga la pava. Pla. Y le corte el cuello. Pero literal, vaya.
And birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix.
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
Esta mujer está malita, ¿eh? O sea, está malita la cabeza. Pero está malita, pero malita de una forma mala, mala, mala. Está muy mala. Muy mala, muy mala, muy mala. ¿Ese es Joshua?
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
¿Qué cojones? Se ha convertido en Ifrit, pero Ifrit Super Saiyajin 37.
Ifrit? Joshua?
Clive!
No le da ni una, ¿eh? ¡Hostia! No sabes que tienes que jugar tú. Yo. Vaya salvajada, ¿no? La precisión que tiene es bastante mediocre. Guau, 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 guau.
First the heart, then the heart.
LOL, qué zona, tú. llamas del renacer. Esa es de la del Feni, ¿no? No te da ahí, es malísimo. No te da, no te da, no te da. Has aprendido la habilidad Ignofulgor. Habilidad. Clive ha aprendido la habilidad Ignofulgor de Bahamut. Inventa una hacer luz y llamas que arrasa con todo a su paso. Al pulsar R2 triángulo, no sale para apuntar. Al acertar varias veces seguida con la habilidad, el enemigo quedará aturdido durante algunos instantes en los que dejará de atacar. Al mantener la habilidad en el furor durante el máximo tiempo posible, una presión más potente. Giga fulgor. Dios. Pero que no le ha dado, tío. What? ¿Esto qué es ahora? Nuevos controles del Feni. Feni puede llevar a cabo las siguientes acciones: moverse, disparar, laz flamígero, mantener, esquivar. Mueve la monta, pulsando el círculo para fijar varios objetivos. Suelta el botón para lanzar. Proyectiles. Es que no veo. Ah, vale. Madre mía, vaya control de mierda, chaval. Yo odio estos controles, tío. No entiendo los controles, tío. Un super ortopédico. Son super ortopédicos. ¿Pero por qué no esquiva, tío? Vaya putísima mierda, tío. Vaya putísima mierda lo del Feni. Pero es que no me veo, tío. Me va a matar, tío. A ver, me va a matar. Le puedo dar pociones, tío. Pero vaya mierda combate, tío. Lo podría haber hecho guapísimo y haber hecho esta basura, tío. Es que no me gusta nada, de hecho. Con esta pelea... basura. Que es una mierda esto, tío. Vaya pelea de mierda. ¿Cómo esquivo eso, tío? Que tengo que estar dándole al R1 37 millones de veces. Acabo de darme cuenta que eso era un ataque. Ni puta idea. Buah, qué guapo el humo. Cabe. Oh. Opción en la boca, opción en la boca.
Clive, thank the founder.
Gracias.
It's now or never, Joshua.
¿Qué tengo que tirarle piro o qué, tío? Todo el rato. Que no puedo atacarle, nada más que está ahí, venga. Venga, que hijo de puta. No, pues va a ser piro, tío. Es lentísimo, tío. deja, tío. Se queda como pillado, tío. La música, te digo una cosa, es una locura. Tiene sentido. Un 1.761.200. Madre. Oye, la música que se ha cortado. Me gustaría no curarme, tío. Hacer rollo un 1 para 1 real, tío. Sin pociones. No sé, me he metido aquí dentro por miedo, ¿eh? Somos poderosísimos. Somos poderosísimos. La música, tío. Es que la música lo hace todo. Y gráficamente, mira cómo se ve esto, tío. Es una barbaridad. Va sobrado, tío. Me da poca vida. Ahí, tontito. Uf, me la he comido entera, ¿eh? Vamos. Lo tenemos, ¿eh? Lo tenemos. Ahora viene Quick Time Event. Conseguido, le he dado 5 veces. $38 le he dado. Me estaba contando. El humo va un poquito petado, pero se ve guapo. A chupar la Bahamut. Fácil, ¿eh? Realmente ha sido muy fácil. Salvo lo del ave fénix ese, que es una putísima mierda. El Ifrit muy fácil, la verdad. Pero no ha muerto, ¿no? Está ahí, tío. Se lo come. Tía.
This is drinking the ether. We have to stop him.
Tremendo Kame, ¿eh? Estaba claro que no. Déjamelo a mí, no. Mano, no. Está muerto, vamos. Fusión, tú.
If we become one, it's really enough. We can do it, Clive. We can. We will. Together.
Buah.
Are you ready? Ready!
Y se la va a pelar, ¿eh? LOL. Ifrit Omega. Ifrit Omega puede usar una versión más potente de las habilidades de Ifrit. Además de la habilidad de investigar carrata, Ifrit Omega también puede usar impulso fugaz, similar a la habilidad del Fénix impulso ígneo, que le permite acercarse al enemigo a gran velocidad al pulsar X. Podéis consultar...
How can we hope to match such power? By trusting in our own.
Ahí. Es que tiene como un delay. Tío, eres tonto gilipollas, tío. Ahora. Ah, claro, ya no me dispara. Yo me la he comido. Es que no controlo nada a la distancia, tío. Ahora sí. Tiene un timing. Se queda como pillado cuando no. Cuando hacen mal la esquiva primera. Joder, chaval. ¿Esto qué es, tío? Ya me pillé eso, ¿eh? Me pilla, cuando te da uno te dan todo. Te puedes poner por detrás, ¿eh? Esto no lo sabía. $1.875.000. De hecho, 1.000.000 más del daño de antes. Si te puedes pegar a él y los ataques te los cuela por la cara. Eso no era para esquivar ataques de esto. Me doy todo. Ahora los 30. Los 30 que hay. 2 millones. Dios. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Z fulgor. Pero bueno, hermano. Se le está yendo la perola, ¿no? Tú, que va a destruir el planeta, tú. Te imaginas que te dice dale al cuadrado, le pega otro botón y explota todo. Dios. 34. Dios santo bendito. Qué batallón, tú. Epiquísimo, tío. Epiquísimo, tío. Epiquísimo, tío. Epiquísimo, ¿eh? Eso sí, una barbaridad, tío. Nivel 35. Pues con premio. Skill fulgurante, tío. Dios santo bendito. Dios santo bendito. Qué espectáculo, tío. Qué espectáculo.
Joshua! Clive! My brother. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
Cortar el cuello, perfectamente.
Is for my father.
Ya me cae bien, tío. Me podría caer mejor si le cortara el cuello a la mujer. Ah, nunca me acuerdo cómo se llama, tío. La Sang, ¿no?
It is done.
Le pisa la cabeza.
Demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
Le escupe, le pisa la cabeza.
The mother crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
Le absorbo el poder de Bahamut.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
Madness is this, Dion. Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. City can wait.
Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
Que esta escena parecía que estaba hecha como más rápida, ¿sabes?
By the light. Dion. Have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once.
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me.
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife.
Anabel.
The
Anabel,
traitorous
Anabel,
Annabella.
joder. Anabel es Artema.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the mother crystals crumble one by one, and the blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Me parece bien, se lo merece también. Los tres se lo merecen. Esto es lo que ha pasado antes. Y ahora él se pone como un loco, perdido.
Guards! Guards!
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again. Brother? It's a long story.
Sí. Cuando absorbe el poder, recuerda lo que ha hecho. El anterior dueño de ese poder.
You cannot stay here, mother. Come. Take my hand.
Joshua, ¿puedes cortarle el cuello, por favor?
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream. You will not take
Le va a caer un pedrolo encima, tío.
take me!
Vale. Sí. Hazlo. Bien, hombre, bien. Me alegro. Que le caiga algo encima, por favor. No podéis llorar, ¿eh? No. No. Ni madre ni polla. Está bien como está ahora sí. Ahora le escupes un poquito. Le haces así. Le clavas la lanza ese a tomar por culo. Bueno.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place.
Se le ve poderoso.
By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Tiene una cara muy... No sé, me suena muy familiar, tío, esa cara. Yemas gemelas.
Your Majesty.
Más tarde. En cierto lugar.
Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures.
gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness. The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever everyone.
To destroy that which has no physical form, you ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Hermano, está enfermo. Buah, por ahora es lo mejor del juego. Sin lugar a dudas. Sin lugar a dudas. Ubicación actual. Vale, que me quedé a la guarida. Sin lugar a dudas es lo mejor del juego. Hasta ahora. Pero sin lugar a dudas. O sea, la cosa es que este pavo, Clive, es mito y absorbe el poder de todos los Eiko. Y Artema quiere dominarlo a él para que mate a todos.
Sleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Vale. Nubes negras. Alrededor de Bahamut, muy bien.
Tony won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he...
A ver. Algo le pasa. ¿Cómo que le pasa algo a Thor? Tu can formidable no le está tanto estos días. Ven a verme cuando tengas un rato libre, por supuesto. Torgal es principal.
What could be wrong with Torgor? You seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Torgal es principal, primordial. Primordial. Todo lo que sea de Torgal hay que hacerlo. Una casa de deportes a tu servicio. Prométeme que me escribirás. Espero que para cuando te llegue esta carta ya hayas logrado entrar en el dominio de sin mayor percance. Si en tu viaje vuelves a pasar por Bokla, recuerda que en la caravana bermeja siempre que estaremos dispuestos a ayudarte en lo que necesites. Nos has caído bien, hasta puede que te hagamos algún descuento. El caos que afronta nuestro mundo. Los libertadores han informado de situaciones similares en toda la Tormentia. Las acumulaciones de éter y el número de acásicos están aumentando. El cielo de nubes plomizas se extiende sin cesar, oscureciendo la tierra y los ánimos de sus gentes. Y las noticias sobre la destrucción del dominio de cristalino traen aún más temor y angustia. Nos esperan tiempos difíciles. ¿Estáis bien? Cuentan que poco se ha salvado. Cuentan que poco se ha salvado en Twinside tras sufrir la ira del príncipe Dion. ¿Cómo estáis tú y el resto? ¿Lograsteis escapar antes del incidente? Estoy seguro de que sí, pero me harías un favor si mandaras unas estolas para tranquilizar a Elois, ya sabes. Tú, lo de Torgal es principal, vaya. Eso da la polla todo lo que... todo lo que hace, ¿eh? Mi perrete es mi perrete. Sí, sí, tampoco te leer, primo. El tipo descansa, tío. Si el perro quiere descansar, que descanse. Derrota a los paleoantílopes de Crésida. Vale, vamos a hablar con él. Memoria de Valisthea. A ver, tiene que subir a nivel. 2 niveles va a subir. 2 niveles sube. El conocimiento es poder. Erudito sin parango. Avance de nivel de trofeo. Nuevo hito logrado. ¿Qué es eso? 100. Estás a un 0% del siguiente nivel. No sé qué es eso. A ver. Corazón de los Cristales Madre. Núcleo de los Cristales Madre. Cada uno de ellos se encuentra en un santuario construido en tiempos inmemoriales para atraer y proteger al Cristal Madre. Pues cuando el corazón se destruye también lo hace el cristal al completo. Dispone de un sistema de defensa propio que se activa al sufrir daño y elimina al atacante con maniobras exclusivas de cada corazón. Cristales Madres perdido. 3 cristales madres que antaño hubo en Valisthea. El cristal madre de Dazmekis fue el primero en desaparecer, seguido del cuerno de dragón en la región meridional de Cenicia y por último el ojo del dragón en los territorios del norte. Ahora tan solo quedan los vestigios de una tierra que en otro tiempo fue testigo de su existencia. Will. Bueno, Will, no. Gil, perdón. Que es la moneda, sí. Adamantita. Eso es una piedra, ¿no? Uno de los minerales. Bueno, una piedra mineral. Uno de los minerales más duros y resistentes de Valisthea. Las únicas bien conocidas se hallan en Cenicia, donde el reino de Beldermike, no sé por qué he dicho Mike, Beldermarque, primero, y el de Waluit, después se han enfrentado a los orcos que moran en las tierras de sus alrededores para extraerlos. Las armas y armaduras de Adamantita son muy cotizadas, pero debido a las casas del material y artesanos capaces de trabajarlo, tan solo están al alcance de los más ricos y poderosos. Artema, esto hay que leerlo, tío. Misterioso ser responsable del caos que asola Valisthea. Su objetivo es despojar a Clive de su voluntad, fortalecida por los lazos de conciencia que lo unen a sus amigos, a fin de convertirlo en su receptáculo, el ser llamado Mito. Para cercenar esos lazos, conjura primogénesis con el objetivo de sumir el mundo en la oscuridad y convertir a toda la humanidad en acásico. Claro, esto es lo que quiere, destruir todo, que yo coja todos los poderes, ¿no? De todos los Heikon y él apoderarse de mi cuerpo. Supongo, ¿no? Primogénesis. Hechizo entonado por Artema que cubre toda la Valisthea con un manto de ominosas nubes. Esto lo tenemos todo. Lo que acabamos de hacer. Derrota no sé qué. Vamos a derrotar evidentemente. Primero quiero ir al al Blackthorn. A ver si me da la espada, la puedo mejorar o algo. Creo que puedo conseguir un arma mejor que la que tengo. Estaba claro. Lucidor.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later.
71-24.
How am I meant to do that then?
A ver. Vamos a crear esto. Vamos a ponérnoslo. Vale. ¿Es un toque, tío?
Clive. Go on then.
Espada diamantita. Esta pava nunca tiene nada bueno, ¿eh? 80 son 100k, ¿eh? Me gustaría saber cómo suena. Primero, para luego, yo qué sé, por si no me gusta, ¿sabes? Como... ¿Dónde estaba? Ah, que no puedo hacer la del perrete, tío. Claro, tengo que hacer la principal. Yo iba para hacer la del perreta, pero no me deja, tío. A ver, ¿tenemos alguna palabra clave? Bueno, tenemos Tarja y Joshua Rosfield. Antiguo heredero al trono ducal y dominante del Fénix. Tras muchos años separados, logra reencontrarse con su hermano Clive en la ruina del dominio cristalino. Sí, Tarja, sanadora de la guardia y amiga de Clive, fue marcada como portadora al nacer y forzada a servir en los hospitales de campaña para tratar a los soldados heridos. Con el tiempo logra perfeccionar un método para eliminar la marca y, tras quitarse la suya, hace lo propio con los portadores a los que Cid y los suyos ayudan a escapar de la esclavitud. A ver, quitarla, no sé, porque te dejan con una cicatriz que parece lo mismo. Que además tiene la misma forma, bueno, la misma silueta que la marca, pero bueno, oye, cada cual con sus mierdas. Está todo amarillo.
Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit. And Gav,
Está toda la mierda.
with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply though. Do you have any good news? Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the
Vale, que vaya a ver a Vivian y al bibliotecario. A Arpócrates.
I suppose not.
Esto me va a contar otra vez la historia de todo lo que ha pasado. ¿Cómo que catástrofe? ¿No ha pasado nada malo?
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
¿Seguro? ¿Seguro, señorita?
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Fua, cómo avanzan las tierras de Estigia,
Darkened skies. Fear and confusion reign over Valisthea.
Esos son los cristales madre, ¿no?
The lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this.
crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire.
Sí, como mola esto, tío.
Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Vamos, que hay que ir a Waloed, ¿no? Me está diciendo.
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Sí.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Vale.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive,
Only one.
¿Otro?
That would be a first.
It would.
Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can. Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Vale. Ayuda a Marta, Dama y a Lubor. Ok. Vamos acá primero, que es la más cerquita. Dalimil. Coño. Joder.
Sid, your new companion appears much more
Te
formidable
apuñalo,
than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine.
Habla con no sé quién
I have more immediate
que te creo que sabe algo.
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
O sea, ¿por qué me pone priorizar misión, tío? Cuando es una principal. O sea, no entiendo.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough.
Todos tienen razón, la verdad.
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Porque me hace dar 3 pasos, tío.
Sid,
Habla directamente con Víctor,
Lady
tío.
Jill, what brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
No me ha dicho nada, ¿eh? Habla con... ¿cómo se llama este? Lubor, tío.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Mátalo a todos.
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Pussy.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
Hacer lo que salga de la polla de todo el mundo.
Pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Esta misión es una mierda, ¿eh?
Faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful.
Es que hay picos en el juego, hay picos muy buenos y esto es como...
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Venimos de estar aquí. Ahora esto que es coñazo. Es que es coñazo. Es una misión que... Yo, es que de verdad, esta misión es una mierda, tío. Lo podrían haber resumido muchísimo mejor, tío. Ahí dentro entro yo y dice, callar la puta boca, echarme caso a mí. Y ya está, se acabó. Y te quitas todo del medio.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
¿Ve? Es que...
I believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Porque es principal y no le voy a dar para adelante, porque es... Joder. Pero... telita, ¿eh? Estas misiones son súper soporíferas.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy something.
Ah, lo mismo, literal. Aguanta lo mismo, pero de otra forma está...
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's
Sí, por eso no puedes comprar porque no podemos vender. Así que te preocupas y planta mierda aquí, tío.
Certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
Sí.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Vale.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely
Gracias, Jill.
necessary.
Yo lo he dicho hace un rato ya, pero bueno.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Le mato. Revienta a Conrad. Lo reviento. Lo apuñalo aquí mismo.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil
Vale, viene.
as
Peleita.
we speak.
Una pelea de mierda, seguro, pero bueno.
Of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil,
Jill se puede ir con ellos también, ¿eh?
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
Hombre, claro que sí, capullo.
As long as we can. And we will do the same.
Vale. Ahora tengo que ir a dónde, tío.
The women folk have come to
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Facilongo, Toda esta mierda para ahí. Tenemos 2152 puntos. Podemos subirnos algo, tío.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
Then we should hurry.
Coño, vamos para allá, ¿no?
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Vaya forzado todo esto, ¿no, tío?
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
Ahora se van a follar ahí los cabrones. Se van a poner a follar en medio en el pozo. Seguro.
Visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Bueno, más muerte aquí. Por cierto, ¿dónde carajo se ha ido Joshua? Se ha pirado.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Dime algo fácil, dime, ve para allá, mata 4 arcásicos de mierda y ya está.
We had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
Pues ¿qué vamos a hacer? ¿Matarlo ya? Claro.
I thought you'd never offer.
Vamos que no tengo mucho tiempo,
Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Bien. Vale, rapidito, venga. Peleita y para atrás. Y muchas gracias. Me gusta.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
Bien, Martha, muy bien. Oye, ¿usted qué hace que está aquí? Tienes una espada, venga, papá, hijo de puta. ¿Y estos 3 cabrones también, tío? Oye, ¿por qué estáis aquí, tío? Las barricadas estas, tenéis que tirar para abajo, tío.
Clive, wounded.
Perretes y plantas. ¿Solo mata a uno? Ahora va a venir el gordito, seguro. ¿Ya está? Estos son los enemigos. 3 perros y 3 plantas y un ave. Madre mía, tío. Vaya putísima basura de misión, tío. Esto sobra muchísimo.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn.
Vale, tenemos que ir a ver al pavo este, ¿no?
We'll join you anon.
Vamos con Wade, ¿no? Supongo que allí habrá una misión. O sea, que habrá que matar más arcaicos de estos. ¿Arcaicos se llama?
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
Acásico.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Pero acabamos de matar a un Eikon dopadísimo. Y dice la papa esta que quiere ayuda para matar a 3 perros y 3 mierdas de esas. ¿Qué me estás contando, tío?
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. So...
Tranquilo, ya voy. Ya voy.
So Wade.
Lord Rosfield, if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Tío, una tortuga. Trotumán.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
¿Cómo que sí podremos? Pero es que no entiendo. No. ¿Cómo que sí podremos? Tío, que te acabas de cargar a Bahamut. A hostias.
Always. Then let's do our duty.
$40k, bien. Ay, coño, que he tirado un... Pues quería matarlo con eso, tío. Quería matarlo con el tornadito, pero no. No hace mucho daño el tornadito. Vale, 2700. Creo que tenemos para subir el tornado. El rayo era 3000, pero el tornado es lo que más me gusta, tío, porque es como no haces nada. Van a los enemigos directamente. Tío, me la suda, tío, que sí. Es que no tengo tiempo para esto. Es que de verdad me parece una misión de mierda. Vale, muy bien. Perfecto, tío. Ah, coño, el poder de Bahamut. O sea, me quedan 2 más, O sea, cuidado. 2000... Me gusta este, tío. 4K. Más rápido, Es que no tengo tiempo, es que me tengo que literal que ir, tío. Y escuchar esas gilipollas de mierda que me están diciendo. Gavilla verde. Goblins. Y pajaritos.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
¿Y esa cinemática tan extraña?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait.
Solo la primera ronda. Vamos a estrenar esto. Vale, me he derrotado.
Do you see any more?
No.
No.
Vale, muchas gracias, que no sé qué. Volvamos a lo de Martha y ahí te daremos una limpieza de sable. Muchas gracias. Os tenemos muy alta estima.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well,
Ya está.
It's the...
Gracias por salvarnos de nuevo. Esta misión es una puta mierda. Bufando de los guardianes de la llama. Símbolo de confianza. Ah, vale, esto es lo que tiene el puesto.
There's someone I'd like you to... Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Escucha esto.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did.
Ah, vale.
I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Este es el sobrino.
Go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire?
¿Pa
I
qué?
would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney...
Pero vamos a ver, ¿qué se quiere unir a la pelea ahora este pavo? ¿Quién coño es? ¿Y esto a qué viene? Es que no entiendo.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Ahora, ¿qué pasa? Este se une y mi perrete se va. Te meto una puñalada, ¿no? A ver si me da tiempo. Es que me queda nada. Es que en 20 minutos tengo que... Es que no voy a leer ni la principal, ni le voy a escuchar. Voy a ir del tirón, que me digan haz esto y yo lo hago por el culo.
I saw it with my own eye.
Ah, que ayude a la dama. Esta es la de las prostitutas.
I can't do it.
My lord.
Que sí, acásicos, tío. Acásicos, todo lo que tú quieras. Al campo de entrenamiento, que es donde están todos intentando luchar contra acásicos, ¿no? O se están preparando, ni idea. Voy a intentar hacer esto rápido. No me gusta esto que es la principal, pasarla así rápido, pero es que me tengo que ir, tío. Y quiero terminar esto. Es que me quedan literal 20 minutos. Son las 7:10, me tengo que ir a las 7:30. Así que esta no... Esta misión es una putísima mierda. Es las 3 igual. Que sí, que lo que tú digas, señor. Hay que combatir para ella, ¿no? Porque no quieren. Me lo invento. Perfecto, hay que combatir, venga, va. Hay que convencerlos para combatir, ¿no? Hablo con los heridos. A ver. Bien hablado.
It's all right. But you... At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head...
Vale.
I assume you have a plan.
Mure es el pueblo que está allí. Donde... Uy. Es aquí. Donde hicimos la misión del peine y todo ese rollo. Así es una poti. No necesito para nada, bro. Uy. 2 guiles. 2 guiles, chaval. 2. Vale, esto está lleno de éter. O sea que... Son acásicos.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Se acercan más enemigos.
Save your strength.
No, hombre, no. Puta madre, me da todo, tío. Enemigos derrotados. Oh, tengo tiempo, tengo 15 minutitos. Quiero terminar esta. No voy a ni hablar con Otto. No sé si hay más, pero vamos a decírselo. Venga, va. Un motivo por el que luchar. Muy bien, tío, que sí. Podemos regresar a la guarida y todo, ¿sabes? Tenemos 15 minutos. Vale. Sí. Oh, bueno.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
El cielo, a ver, tampoco está tan oscuro, ¿eh? No sé.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Con los puntos rápidos de viaje.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
El hermano está aquí. Eso no lo sabía.
Thank you, Otto.
Justo lo he dicho antes, me ha preguntado ¿dónde coño está el hermano, tío? A lo mejor han dicho, no me he enterado. Pero no creo. Ah, que va automáticamente. Cuando he dicho antes de que vaya automáticamente, va, no va. Y ahora que no lo digo,
So
va.
it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him.
Es verdad, ahí. Claro, quería que el padre era el que estaba dominándolo por Artema, pero era el niño pequeño.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet,
Porque eres mito,
I am
¿no?
certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
Pero yo tengo varios.
But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me.
Porque está esperando a que te coma todos los Econ, tío.
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry. Inside you?
Sí. Él tiene Artema.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Esto sí es una principal. Las 3 misiones que hemos hecho antes de a Marta, a su puta... Eso era una puta mierda. Eso es relleno. Eso no vale para nada. Te puedes quitar media hora ahí por la cara, tío. Eso no vale para nada, tío.
What's the short of it? Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds
Viaje
like a
rápido.
question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Brother. Bien.
I'll look after him.
Ella no quiere que vaya porque quiere que vayamos solos. Como es normal, pero este tío es subnormal. Él es subnormal. Vamos a ver la recompensa y lo dejamos.
I wasn't expecting you.
Solo dos, ¿no? Ah, no, solo una. Por un mundo libre. Luchar contra las injusticias que pueblan este mundo no es fácil, pero debemos permanecer unidos para romper las cadenas que atan a los portadores, como bien nos han enseñado. Nos has enseñado. Medallón prior. Oh, 850. Nuevas recompensas. 715.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Madre. ¿Y este tiene nuevo? Por lo menos 10, ¿no? Manada es... ese, tú. Ese. 30k, ¿eh? Joder, tú. 30k, tú. Lugar de aparición, no se sabe. Vale. Bueno, pues vamos a dejarlo por aquí, ¿no? Vamos a guardar. Vale, tenemos que ir a dónde. Ah, ok, ahí. ¿Cómo se llama esto? Ecos de Cross Hit. Vale, vamos a guardar y lo dejamos por aquí. Hemos subido un nivel solo, ¿no? Un nivel, pero ojo, cuidado, ¿Y qué nivel, tú?